Hello?
Hey, I'm calling about your car warranty. I'm kidding. It's Intern John. No, she hung up. No, wait. Welcome to your morning show leftover podcast. Hello, Intern John's my name. There's Riley.
Hi.
Rose is right there.
Hello.
Hoodie back from the abyss. Before we get into the podcast,
abyss.
I just wanted to say, if you listen to today's show, we talked to a lovely lady named Adele, who is a teacher, and she called in, and she was talking about her sister just beat colon cancer, which is like amazing, and the fact that she got dismissed or discharged from the hospital on a Wednesday, but she just was very complimentary of like the show and like how we get her through things, and I just want to say thank you, because the one thing that I think it's very flattering people say that stuff, like that we help get them through a hard time, but I need you to understand that just as much as people say we do that, you do that for us 10 times more. So there's like
100%.
It's weird. My dad actually, like this week, I thought he was going to roast me, because he's like, it must be really hard to get up every day or that early and just be happy all the time. I'm like, am I walking in like a sideways punch?
Like, what's happening?
Yeah,
It's
but like,
true though.
getting the DMs and getting the texts, getting the calls, like it means a lot. Like for me personally, like the comedy tour stuff is like huge. Like that's a huge thing where it's like, not being able to see people this past year, you have no idea every day if it's worth it's a strong way of putting it, but if it's making a difference, because we can't see anybody. So like that's why like that kind of call was very touching today, and for your sister too. Like I can't even imagine going through that. So and I gave her son a get out of jail free card for school. So
he's gonna come hang out.
Yeah. And by the way, Courtney tweeted me saying that her kid was in the back of the car and she's on the show today and said, "Why can't I say hi to Uncle IJ?" So the kids know. Kids know.
That's cute.
Uncle IJ is handing out get out of school free passes like it's nothing. So that's going to be great when these kids are 18 and say, "One day I got out of school." So anyway, we're back. Hoodie's back. First of all, how is the cicada?
It's good. I've washed it down with oatmeal and water, so it's good. Maura says I have to brush, floss, and a mouthwash before I am allowed to kiss her today.
I don't blame
Which is like huge, because you don't do all those in one day.
No, I do all those in one day. You're talking to the other producers, the one who don't do them all day.
Didn't he say he doesn't brush his teeth at night or something like that?
What?
That was a couple months ago. It was something where it's like, no, you should be doing that. Like that should be
Yeah,
like
you should be doing that. That should be a thing.
like at night especially. I think that'd be that's the
What I have been doing differently with my toothbrush game is not rinsing my mouthwash with water immediately. Like if you leave the toothpaste, like the
Sizzle?
residue left on your teeth, it's supposed to make them whiter.
Really?
that's probably true.
TikTok backed up by a dentist, so
It feels kind of weird, but I get it.
Yeah, dental studies are funny, because like they must have asked 1 million dentists for all these questions. It's like 10 out of 10 dentists. I'm like, how many dentists do y'all talk to? Like there's like 5 billion of them. Yeah, it's just like
it's
what
the same
the hell?
10 every time.
Every damn time.
It's
Just keep
probably
going and going.
an
They have a
anointed
board.
thing. Like once one dentist on that 10 dies, it's like, all right, it's like the next
It's,
pope.
it's like the Pope.
Yeah.
Then they do it.
Who's next?
They spit out the fluoride, and if it's yellow, we have a new dentist. Like that kind of thing. Yeah. Your apartment's taken care of, Andrew. Yes or no?
So far, knock on wood.
Yes.
My grandparents
That's
are coming
good.
this weekend, so we have to actually like fix it if
Oh
they're still
my
gonna
goodness.
come. So hopefully today I'll check how it's doing with what the chemicals and stuff they put on yesterday, and we'll go from there. So
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah.
with this apartment, anything.
Everybody wants a hot tub or a pool inside their house. You might just get that.
I mean,
That's true.
that's true. It's
Positive.
free.
I would just hope
True.
that they told the neighbors below you that your unit
I
flooded,
doubt they did.
and
I
because
doubt
you
they did.
know, like unless I'm an
Unless
idiot,
they complain.
yeah, but unless I'm an idiot, that water for sure is going to go down between the walls, like right, like
Yeah.
if it
Oh, yeah,
flooded
I would
his
think
unit, it's for sure.
100%.
So that's well, anyway, Andrew, you did your part. So
I tried my best.
like, you should just leave a note like, hey, I know you said we're loud, but also we flooded. Sorry about.
Hey, here's another reason to hate us.
Yeah, sorry about it. Riley, what are you excited about today?
Well, I'm excited that I found, this is something small, but whatever. I found one of my crystals that I'd been looking for a long time.
Yes.
I actually bought this on Marshall and I's first date.
Have you charged it?
I need to. How do you know that?
Because Sauce is into crystals, and I
Oh,
hear
is
about it
she?
all the time. And Sauce was drinking moon water during the
Oh,
last
see, I
big
can't
moon.
do the whole
yeah,
moon water thing.
Yeah.
which
but,
is it's just water left out. It's just water.
right. Well,
Yeah.
it's an Amazonite,
Left out
and
in
it's
the
for
moonlight.
calming, soothing, and balance. And it's
Yes.
supposed to like get rid of negative energy and things that are aggravating you. And
Yeah.
it's just also supposed to help you tell your truth in a less hurtful, more honest way. What are you laughing at me for?
I think you need that sometimes.
Duh. Why do
Yeah,
you think I've been rubbing on this?
I think you need to be less hurtful in your words.
I mean, I tell it like it is,
Yeah.
but I tend to be a little brash sometimes. I just I don't have a filter at all. But then
I know.
sometimes, especially in relationships, you need that. And I
don't
think
disagree.
sometimes because Marshall is my best friend, I take it for I don't want to say I take it for granted because I don't take him for granted, but my mouth runs away with me, and then sometimes all right, that might not have been the nicest way to
Sure.
put that.
Yes.
So I'm glad that I found it, and I think it's symbolic because I found it. We got this crystal when we were walking around on our first date, and
Wait, so you found it or you bought it?
no, I found it in my purse. I had been looking, I have the crystals.
No, on the first date, though, you found it, you bought it.
I bought it.
Okay,
so
gotcha.
it was funny because we actually went to the mountain to hike, and then we went
Sugarloaf?
Sugarloaf.
Very familiar.
And then we went to this little crystal shop because it was in an antique district. And the lady literally, before we told her anything that we had done that day, she goes, Sugarloaf Mountain's a really good place for a first date. And I was like, wow, that's kind of symbolic because we just came from there.
Can I tell you my Sugarloaf story with an ex?
Do I want to know it?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, go
It's
ahead.
with an ex.
I had
so,
an
yes.
ex who was convinced they were a fitness expert and in far better shape than I.
Oh, God.
And I was like, just because I don't look like I'm in the best, hockey shape is different shape. So she's like, let's do Sugarloaf. I'm like, fantastic. Of course, I got to the top, no problem. We
She was
just stopped
huffing
like
and
10
puffing?
times, and then me, I couldn't let it go. I was like, this is really hard, isn't it? So hard being up here. The elevation.
Oh, John. I mean, it's like Sugarloaf's
Oh, my
not the
gosh.
hardest of treks,
No.
but it's not easy either. I think it takes more balance than endurance, which can be hard within itself, I guess you could say. But I feel like nobody should challenge you in anything.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? That
Yes.
sounds
Unless you're fully confident in that you
Legit,
for
you
guaranteed victory.
had best to be an expert on a next level before anybody challenges you to do something. Because even if you don't know nothing about it, you'll make sure that you're at least expert level before you go at them at it.
Oh, for sure. But it's
And
more.
you won't let it go.
No, yeah. It's mainly somebody says I can't do something. Like that to me is one of the biggest insults. Like, okay, not only gonna do it, I'm gonna do it so well you look stupid forever. It's so stupid. Well, especially when the opinion wasn't needed anyway. Where it's somebody's like, I don't think you can do this. I'm like, well, you shouldn't have said that because now I'm gonna do it and
Here
make
we
sure that you
go.
never forget about it forever. And if that makes me vindictive, yeah, I think vindictive's going out of your way to ruin somebody else's thing. I just use it for internal motivation and then just never let you forget it.
I call it rage energy.
Yeah, it is what it is, fam.
Yeah.
Rose, what do you say about today?
So one of my best friends, her kid is graduating from kindergarten today,
Hey.
and they're doing a virtual graduation, and she sent me the link to it. So I'm gonna go to my first kindergarten graduation, and it's gonna be virtual. I'm really excited, and it also works out because we're not in the same area, so I wouldn't have been able to go physically to it anyways. So I'm just so pumped. He's I'm so proud of him.
I hope they say something funny. There's a TikTok of this girl's kindergarten, and what do you want to be grow up? She goes, I want to be a witch.
Oh.
And I was like,
Oh, I saw that.
let me,
I love that. Everyone laughed. That's
you can
so
always
good.
text the show 99338. Somebody has texted that they got tickets for something. I'm going to call them real quick. Hold on. Let me do this. I think this should work. Hold on. Because I started, because we'll call texters back, and I started saying, hey, I'm calling about your car warranty, just to see how long I can stay on the phone for.
Yeah.
So this, do.
I would
Do.
hang up immediately. Ugh.
Do. And if they don't answer, I'm going to leave them a very stern voicemail.
No. It's ringing.
Hello?
Hey, I'm calling about your car warranty. I'm kidding. It's Intern John. No, she hung up. No, wait.
Now she's not going to answer
She's not gonna
again. She thinks it's
answer.
about her car warranty. She's not answering this one.
Well, do car warranty places ever call you back twice? I feel like it's one and done.
I don't know.
I don't know. Oh, John, you messed up. She's like, nah, I'm not dealing with this.
Hello, this is Miss Lowe.
Hey, it's Intern John. I was kidding. It's not. Wait, hold on. I lost my headphones. Wait, hold on.
She answered.
This is a mess. Wait, hold on.
Are you there? Oh, she's laughing. It's okay.
Hey, I'm not calling about your car warranty. Wait, what's your name?
Nicole.
Nicole, we're using this for our after show podcast,
Hey,
and
girl.
I could hear the hate in your voice.
I know, she was
when you
so
thought it was about
mad.
your car warranty.
You're like, ugh.
Sorry about that.
God.
Well, Well, Nicole, are we at work right now, or what are we doing right now?
Yes, I'm working from home right now.
Very exciting. I saw your text. You got your tickets. Is it for the comedy show?
Yes.
Yes. What show?
Nice.
The Draft House.
Oh, hell yeah.
nice.
Hell yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun. And the beauty about the draft houses, there's liquor. So we just wanted to call and say hi. And thank God you didn't hit me through the phone because I felt like it was brewing.
I'm not a morning person.
No, don't worry. We aren't either. Nicole, have a great day working from home. We'll see you at the show, okay?
Thanks so much.
Bye. Oh, man, she was ready for it. She's going to tell me something about myself. So anyway, if you text the show, we'll call you back. You can listen to today's podcast and search Your Morning Show. You can watch today's podcast on Facebook, facebook.com/Your Morning Show. We will see you tomorrow.